Hey guys, it's Sean, and today is not Saturday. It's Sunday. Sorry I couldn't post yesterday since I was busy all day at an audition, and I have to say it went pretty well as far as I'm concerned. So I'm happy about that. Um, anyway, the topic of the week is being trans in the queer community. As a trans person in the queer community, I I kind of feel left out sometimes, but not totally. I mean, since it seems that the focus in the queer community is mostly on the gays, then the lesbians, then bisexuals, then trans, queer, etc. Last, as Kay said in his video, um, I do feel kind of left out. But when I'm around other people in the community, I just try to go about it by being supportive. And most of my friends, they're part of the LGB part of the community, and the way they treat me is pretty much the way that I want to be treated. They treat me as male. Like, pretty much like a cis male, and that's totally fine with me. As for my sexuality, they don't bother much with it, and I suppose I'm pretty glad for that. I'm pansexual. I don't make that big of a deal out of it. It's just another part of who I am. But if I had to label how I'm seen as, or how I feel that I'm seen as by my queer friends, I'd have to say it's this flamboyant male who likes chicks but mostly looks at dudes, but pretty much has this world perspective on it all, or something like that. And well, when people come to me about advice on their queer adventures, I just give them the advice I think is right. Like, I'm there if anyone needs me, or if they seek me, and I'm there. It's kind of weird, kind of not. I mean, in my group of queers, I'm usually the only trans person, and it's no surprise, really. Considering that the percentage of trans people is much lower than that of LGB people. I used to have a friend, or yeah, she's trans. We don't talk much anymore, but yeah, she was the only trans person I really talked to, and now I had a friend who was genderqueer, and I currently have a friend who identifies as genderqueer, and it's interesting, I suppose. I mean, it makes me wonder if they feel left out too in the community, and I wonder if I should ask them. Yeah, I think I'll ask them to find that out, maybe one day. Cause like, I mean, being trans and under that umbrella, it's like it's not that big when you put it in perspective with the rest of the queer community. And yeah, we do get singled out sometimes. And well, it's not that high on the scale yet, as is with gays and lesbians and such. And I suppose it's like, it makes sense, kind of. I mean, being trans is a whole different story. And but like with the way it's going and how information on being trans is growing, like I'm happy about that. Like 4 years ago, I remember that I used to search on the internet a lot about information on being trans, etc. And it seemed to be kind of small. And now I feel like it's blown up to a bigger proportion than it used to be 4 years ago. And I'm honestly, I'm really happy about that. I think slowly but surely, we're going to, what do you call it, like, grow us people being trans, like, how people see us, like, maybe the attention will slowly but surely turn to us more, and maybe we'll be equal with the rest of the queer community one day, because that's really what we need, like, equality and equal attention to each of us, I believe. I think that's all I've got to say on this topic. I really hope you guys have an awesome week. Later.